The U.S. Open of Surfing is the biggest event in all of professional surfing, really on the globe. It's a unique event because you have this massive stadium-like setting where they actually put grandstands on the beach, and over the course of the 7 days of the event, almost 1 million people on the beach. But during the finals and what have you, you have around 50,000-60,000 people in a pro surfing setting, which is really unique. And then you have, the best surfers on the world who compete on the elite 32-man tour, competing against the up-and-coming kids that are trying to make it to that level. So you start off with 96 surfers over the course of the week, and you get to see the most progressive surfing in the world. I mean, nowadays, you're watching surfing that looks a lot more like professional skateboarding or snowboarding, where there are a lot of big aerial maneuvers that are being performed, and it's really the most progressive surfing event in the world. It's also unique too because it's one of the two events during the course of the season where we actually have the professional women and the pro men that are competing together. So you get to see world champs like Stephanie Gilmore and then young Carissa Moore from Hawaii, and also a really great up-and-coming young surfer named Lakey Peterson. You don't even have to live remotely near an ocean to be familiar with the 11-time world champion and the defending champ of the U.S. Open in Kelly Slater. And he's really a unique story because outside of just action sports, I feel, and a lot of others do, that he's actually one of the best athletes that have ever lived in any sport. To be able to perform at the level that he is right now at 40 years of age, you just don't see that in any sport. I mean, he's beating a lot of these kids that could be his kids, And you get to see youngsters like Julian Wilson, who's really coming into his own. He's from Australia now. He just turned 21 years old. John Florence from Hawaii, an 18-year-old kid. Those are some of the names. And then a big, strong Brazilian contingent. Kids like Gabriel Medina and Miguel Pupo amongst his peers. Those are some kids that we could see actually become the first Brazilian world champion that the sport has ever saw. Surfing is obviously, you need to live near the ocean to be able to do it. So because of that, it doesn't get the chance to be broadcast on a national level on television. The events are webcasted live to millions of people around the world who surf. But it's cool that the Open gets to play in the way that it will on NBC, and it gives people a chance to see what pro surfing looks like now. And I think that when they do see it and they realize what these guys are doing now on waves, that it looks a lot more like what they see at the X Games with skateboarding and snowboarding. I think people will be very surprised. It really attracts a wide open and diverse crowd. I mean, you get a lot of kids. It's definitely the event that kids come from all over Southern California to be at. You also get a lot of people who want to come and see other sports because the Open actually is a nice platform for the rest of action sports. There's a BMX event as well as a pro skateboarding event called Coastal Carnage, and then tons and tons of music. This year, TV on the Radio, one of the big bands that plays in the evening. So you get a wide array, and you get people from all over, and it's truly amazing the size and scope of the crowds. You feel like you're at a big-time sporting event, not just an action sports event.